CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A possible government shutdown is less than a week away. If it happens and President Trump gets his wish, some federal workers will be gone for good.
Agencies usually furlough workers during shutdowns, not lay them off permanently. CBS News has obtained a memo from the White House Budget Office that tells agencies to consider reduction in force notices if no spending bill is passed by Tuesday's deadline. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
It's clear that Donald Trump and House Republicans and Senate Republicans are running scared.
Democrats are demanding a rollback of Medicaid cuts and an extension of health insurance tax credits. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
With the clock ticking, sources tell CBS News the Justice Department is close to making a decision on whether to seek an indictment against a longtime nemesis of President Trump's. Correspondent Scott McFarland.
The person who will decide whether to recommend charges against former FBI Director James Comey in Virginia is Lindsay Halligan, the new U.S. attorney there. Just days ago, she was a White House aide and Trump confidant and replaces a U.S. attorney who allegedly declined to move forward with the case against Comey.
The statute of limitations on his 2016 congressional testimony claiming Mr. Trump's campaign had ties to Russia expires next Tuesday. The FBI says yesterday's shooting outside an ICE office in Dallas that killed a detainee and left two others in critical condition was an act of targeted violence. Special agent in charge, Joe Rothrock.
Rounds that were found near the suspected shooter contain messages that are anti-ICE in nature.
Officials say the gunman opened fire from a nearby rooftop before he killed himself. Sean Combs is scheduled to appear at a court hearing in New York today that could determine how much time he'll spend behind bars on his prostitution conviction. Legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
The prosecution has said there's plenty here. There's plenty to show that not only were these encounters not consensual, but that there was enough to show that Sean Combs did form the intent necessary for these prostitution charges.
Sentencing is scheduled for a week from tomorrow. Meantime, the rap mogul's facing new allegations of sexual assault from his former stylist. What could be one of the world's most valuable coins is hitting the auction block in London today. Aaron Carter at Stanley Gibbon Baldwin.
It's roughly the size of a basketball. 3.6 kilograms of gold. It's 6,500 diamonds. They've been created in tribute to the celebration of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Bidding starts at around $4 million. Dow futures are up 4. S&P futures down 11. This is CBS News.
Progressive Insurance, with insurance for cars, home, boat, motorcycles, RVs, and commercial vehicles at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk.
News and weather are brought to you this hour by Flora Animal Hospital, where we treat your pets like our own. Visit our website, floraanimalhospital.com.
They say you will have more reliable power out of the deal. A 30% chance for rain and a few storms with a high at 84 today. Tonight, a low at 64 with a small rain chance. Friday, the high is 84 and it's mostly sunny. Back into the upper 80s this weekend. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. It's being called a byproduct of all the industrial growth, like data centers.
So all the growth has come in the state. Amazon, Aveo are bringing new industries to the state, and the revenues generated from those those new customers are allowing us to reinvest in the grid.
Entergy President Haley Fisackerly announcing an upgrade of the power poles, lots of tree trimming, and smart grid technology. He says will reduce power outages by half. Customers will pay none of the $300 million cost, he says. Potholes, streets, drainage issues, they are all under the purview of the Public Works Director in Jackson. But Jackson has no Public Works Director and has not for the past 2 years. Now WLBT reports Lorenzo Anderson has been chosen as the next director by Mayor John Horn. He serves in that position in Laurel and must be confirmed by the city council to become permanent. A woman in Vicksburg claims she was being recorded while in a tanning bed at the gym. That woman told the Vicksburg Daily News she found a phone in the tanning bed area and that the owner of the phone told her he was recording heat data. The guy ran and she ran after him but lost him. Police are looking for him for questioning. A man from Cleveland is accused of unloading as many as 40 rounds into a home and a car in Mound Bayou. That happened Monday, and the Bolivar County Sheriff's Department has announced the arrest of 22-year-old Tafaris Townsend. They are still looking for 21-year-old Taylon Lewis of Beulah. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and are not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, chip away, chip away.
And good Thursday morning.
Yippee, almost the weekend.
It is the Chip Matthews Show. She is Dawn McKenzie. I, of course, am the Chip Matthews. I got a kick out of somebody the other day. They walked in the restaurant to eat, and they said, "Are you the Chip Matthews?" I said, "Yes, I am."
The one and only thing.
And I wish that, and you know, the thing, they mentioned their names, and my idiot self can't remember them, but it was a great family. It was a wife, husband and wife, and they had a daughter who listens, who had on a USM shirt. I didn't bring it up.
Okay.
And then her son.
Yeah.
So, and they listen every morning. So good morning to y'all. And once again, I can't remember the name, and it makes me upset, but they said that I was going to be a Sunday place.
Okay, nice.
So, or a Saturday place that they were going to come to. And y'all, if you know somebody that owns a restaurant this weekend and it's going to be the same next weekend, you better go see them during the week. I'm not just talking about us at Acme Pizza. I'm talking about anybody that you know that's in the business that you support, you got to go see. Because they're expecting Ole Miss to beat the hell out of LSU. I mean, they said a 68% chance of winning. That's the hell out of it in my situation. And if that occurs, once again, we're going to be at the dilemma that everybody in the world is in North Mississippi and not in the central. It doesn't matter if you can get into the stadium. You're going. And it's going to be, and this weekend, Tennessee game is sold out. And I call it Tennessee game because it's at Mississippi State.
Oh.
Mississippi State and Tennessee play.
Yeah.
Two big SEC games in Mississippi. I didn't see the start time for the state game, but it don't matter.
Yeah.
People will be foaming at the mouth by 5 a.m., and they will still be foaming at the mouth until the game ends, wherever they're at. And if they lose, they will be upset.
Yeah.
And, you know, you'll see them. But until somebody loses, we ain't going to make no money in Rankin County in the restaurant business. I'm just telling you. And then somebody said, well, what about Friday night? Why am I slow on Friday night? I said, excuse me.
Yeah.
Northwest Rankin, Brandon, Hartville, Pisgah. It doesn't matter if it's a school and they're going to the
football.
game. And they said, well, there's only so many people on the football team. I go, the band, the cheerleaders, the pep squad, the fans, they're going to go.
Yep.
You got to go see the kids. Got to go see what they're doing. You can give it up making money in the restaurant business this weekend, Friday and Saturday night in Rankin County.
Yep.
That's just that. I mean, it's always slower, and it'll also affect the Madison County restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to be, it is such an impact on all those businesses that are out there that it's just, you just can't believe it. I mean, and there's nothing you can do, because I would never tell you that you shouldn't go to Oxford and watch a game and hang out on the square and walk around.
In the Grove. So is game day not coming?
I haven't looked.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it anywhere, but I haven't looked.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think
Hold
if they
on.
were coming,
Siri, is game day going to be in Oxford, Mississippi? Let's see what she says. College game day locations 4 days ago. It still says Oxford, Mississippi. It says Oxford, Mississippi. Game day, October. Says that's
that's in October. We're still in September.
Oh,
babe.
this is in 2025. Woman.
It is 2025.
Oh. Oh, okay.
We're on our spaceship, but we're still in 2025.
I'm not in 2025. I can promise you that.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I'm ahead of that.
Somebody call us up. 601-879-0002 and talk some football with Chipper.
Oh. Oh, ain't nothing to say. Ain't nothing to say. Ole Miss is going to beat the hell out of LSU. And look, I have a friend, Lisa. I'll go ahead and say her name. Lisa Gollage Greenwald.
Mhm.
She's from Canton.
Mm-hmm.
She grew up in Canton. She normally is an honest person, but she's an LSU fan.
Oh,
She lives in Baton Rouge.
Oh, okay. But she lives in Baton Rouge. She had to fall in with the
Well,
crowd.
she
down there.
started it this week. She
She
started
did?
it this week online.
Uh-huh.
Says, calm down and go to hell, Ole Miss. And I was like, okay. So we got this long thread going on our page now. And I'm like, excuse me. If you want to talk, you get on my radio show and we're going to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lolly Dude,
Yeah.
my old buddy from the radio, he is from down there in that part of the world. Bunkie, Louisiana.
Mhm.
You ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just past the everything down there and then go further down.
Mm-hmm.
He is an LSU fan. And he is running his mouth online, but he does some I think junior college foot well, it's not junior, it's somebody that state would play football program down there, one of the campus colleges, and he does the play-by-play with them. And then he once got me a gig with he works a lot with ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
And I get in, and he's the one that keeps up with you type it in. He says, you can come, we can get you into the game. You'll get in for free, and you get to type in first down and second down and third down. I go, huh? I can't even spell first down. What are you talking about? But anyway, yeah, we have some great car drama that we're going to talk about this morning. We were in court yesterday, and you're just not going to believe it. I mean, I cannot write what is occurring. Then I got into it with I didn't get into it. I would just say we had a conversation. I had a conversation with the tow company yesterday also. Because, see, I still have not moved my car yet because some things aren't adding up. So we're trying to figure that all out. We also will be talking about Jason White getting ready for the sports bill. He's, sports betting bill. I'm sure he's I wonder if they're carrying them to games right now. I mean, I know they went to the Super Bowl last year, but are they all sitting in a suite this weekend in Oxford with the whole Senate? I mean, they all got to want to be there. Some of them are state fans, but, you got to want to go where the action is. Oh, well,
Yeah.
State's playing Tennessee. They may show up.
Hmm.
Big thing about that, y'all. Just because they're wearing Deer Hunter orange from Tennessee doesn't mean deer season has started yet. But the Tennessee fans will look like it.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah.
And y'all be wearing your maroon and white and carrying your bell where people can find y'all in the dark. But that's that. So it'll be a good game this weekend. Both sounds. And I've done open my mouth now, so I'm gonna have to listen to it if bad things occur.
Yep.
But That's that.
Mhm.
Okay, we're going to take a break.
Wait a minute. There's a bad accident southbound at Pocahontas involving a truck and a tanker truck on 49, just south of Flora.
Pocahontas has been in the middle of the news all
Everything.
week. Jeez.
Yeah, so if you can avoid 49 south at Pocahontas,
Okay,
you need to.
and for those people leaving Florida, it has not backed up to the studio yet.
Mm-mm.
Just to let you know, I'm looking outside right now, but you know, that's something that'll ruin your day.
Yep.
Quick.
Yep.
So y'all be careful driving out there. Things are occurring. Things are happening. Drive safely. There may be a touch of water on the road, and it only takes a touch, and you people can't drive.
They be slipping and sliding.
And I don't know if it's our people. It might be Democrats causing the problems. Let's just go that route. Since everybody Democrats are blaming the Republicans for everything, we're going to blame the Democrats for not being able to drive. And a lot of them are Democratic women because they're doing the hair while they're driving. They're playing with the nails. They got the phone on, and they're doing FaceTime while they're driving down the road doing 80 miles an hour, and they're honking the horn. You're in my way.
Hey, remember yesterday I asked the question, where were these people getting their driver's education from?
Did you find out?
Well, they're not even requiring people to take a live driving test to get your driver's license anymore.
I didn't
know. So there
that.
you go.
Okay.
That's the problem.
That's probably part one of it. I didn't know they didn't do that. But number two, the whole purpose, I remember when I took my driver's test back in the 1700s in the horse and buggy,
mm-hmm.
and the rule was if you went through the course, your insurance was cheaper.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these people don't have insurance on their cars, so they don't need it to be any cheaper. They just drive.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Blue lights just flew by my house heading toward the square in Canton. Okay. Jolynn, y'all all be careful. The cop cars, they will not be stopping at red lights. They will be flying through, and neither will the Democrats in their cars in Jackson and Canton when they go to red lights. They'll be flying right through them. So y'all always count to two when the light turns green. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie on WYAB. Turns green. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie on WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
It's time to fall into savings at Mazda of Jackson. With ball games, road trips, and all the busyness, don't miss a thing. With 2.9% financing for 36 months on a new 2025 Mazda CX-5. Or get 2.9% financing for 63 months on the 2025 CX-90. 1 year maintenance is included on your new vehicle purchase. And take advantage of the pre-tariff inventory that's almost gone. Shop online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road in Jackson.
UrgiVet Emergency Vets Madison has been serving your pets for 5 years now. From late night emergencies to weekend worries, we have been here caring for your pets when your regular vet isn't available.
From the moment you walk in the door, our team of veterinary professionals is here to care for your pets at all hours of the nights, on weekends, and holidays. Located at 15 Olympic Way in Madison. Call us at 601-790-1918. UrgiVet, always here when your pet needs us most.
It can be hard to move past the guilt, times of weakness, and regret, knowing you weren't there for your family when they needed you the most. But there is life after addiction. We're seeing broken families restored, one man at a time, through our vehicle cash and thrift store donations. It's given Mercy House Adult and Teen Challenge the ability to help these men succeed in having better lives. Donate a vehicle, running or not, and we'll come pick it up. Call today, 601-572-7296, or visit us at vehicledonationsms.com.
This is Lori at the Mailroom Gluckstadt with exciting news. We now offer photo services and large format printing, such as banners, yard signs, blueprints, and canvas prints. We also print business cards, invitations, photos, and more. And with the holidays coming fast, let us print your Christmas cards. Many projects may be ready the same day, and the Mailroom Gluckstadt is still your place for shipping, drop-offs, and gift wrapping. Visit us at 272 Calhoun Station Parkway, across from Callaway's in Gluckstadt. MailroomGluckstadt.com.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota L-Series compact tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., C-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $3,500. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Divini Equipment, serving you in Madison and Jackson. Stop, call, or click at DiviniEquipment.com.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, experience counts, and the Rusty Healy Agency has been serving Madison and the rest of the Jackson Metro for over 35 years. Local agent Landon Thompson is keeping that trusted tradition going strong. As a local independent agent, he's not locked into one provider. The Rusty Healy Agency can shop the top insurance companies to find the best fit for you. And everyone knows that the Rusty Healy Agency and Landon Thompson offer top quality local customer service. Contact Landon today at 601-856-3681.
Are you looking for a church family to connect with? One that will provide opportunities to grow in your spiritual life, as well as a chance to serve others? First Baptist Flora may be just the place for you. We're located at 102 Jackson Street in Flora. To worship with us in person, we have a traditional worship service that begins Sunday mornings at 8:30. Then our life groups meet at 9:45, and the Refuge Contemporary service begins at 11 a.m. We also have a midweek service every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. So come join us at First Baptist Flora, where we're making much of Jesus.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here's your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the biggest show on earth. It's the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. It's the one that's the most important show because it has me on it, along with Dawn McKenzie. And so now we're going to talk about some canned stuff. Let me say hello to some people. Roger, good morning. Roger McCrory. Chris Stout, because I hadn't heard from my brother yet, Roger. So, and he's Roger with a D.
Uh-huh.
You're Roger with a G. Jeff Thomas, I say, yeah. Jolene. Okay. A lot of comments here. Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
A lot of people looking in online. A lot of people on Facebook. We got 4 more days till I'm back on Facebook. Okay. And we're on X and YouTube. And Debbie Bragansky says, I have to listen to it on the radio now.
Aww.
Nothing wrong with that. You can listen to all the millions of people that are listening on that, plus listening online at WYAB.com. But we're everywhere. And now we're going to talk some canned stuff for a second before we go to school choice and super power grid that Energy's putting in. We're spending $1 billion. And we all know where it's coming from. So, but let's go to this. So yesterday we go to court in Canton to get the car.
You had an entourage with you.
I had some members of the press.
Yes.
Because when we went in, they made an announcement saying that if you weren't a part of the case, we would like you all to leave.
Yep.
And I said, like hell. I would have been there. Y'all would have been gone. And y'all took great notes of the whole day in Canton. But anyway, so we go in there to court. The guy comes in on my car. What was his name again? What's his name?
His last name is Miller.
Miller.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get his first name.
He got $100,000 bond on stealing my car and then pled not guilty. Pled not guilty. Y'all, this gets better. So they had to assign him an attorney,
a public
defender. Many people know that Andy Stewart and I are good friends. So public defender for him is Andy Stewart, who was my attorney when I had some dealings against the city.
Okay.
Okay. So he was my attorney. Now, the guy prosecuting him is the gentleman, Howard Brown, the Democratic executive chair for Madison County, who I've also accused in the past of helping to weight the number of people that are working in the polls in his favor.
Oh, my.
And the 100 people that weren't supposed to work a poll in one election, the last supervisor race, he was the one that put everybody up there. And I'm looking at both of them going, Y'all got role reversal here. You're a Democrat. You're a Republican. You're not. You're a Democrat, and you're a conservative.
Yeah.
This is not going to end well for Chip. That's all I was going. And then I was explaining to them about the tow bill and all of that. And they go, well, you're the victim. You shouldn't have to pay for anything.
That's
I said, I have a $500 tow bill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, and if I pay cash today, I'll get my car out, bring cash.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'll give you a receipt. Okay. Thank you.
I'll give you a receipt.
Okay. But he's not going to tow my car to Jaguar where I got to go to get another key.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we talked to officers in the hall, and an officer made a comment that the guy had to go, they got statements from other people that were there because they said that in the middle of the night he was having to go out to cut the alarm off all the time. I go, that's my car.
Yeah.
That's my car. But at the time that the police department picked up my car, or rather, they called a tow company to move my car.
Mm-hmm.
They had a guy in handcuffs, according to the tow driver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But they didn't arrest him.
Hmm.
And they didn't arrest anybody else. They made me sign 2 affidavits to go get somebody who stole my car.
Mm-hmm.
But they did not arrest the people at that time. That's why they needed affidavits from me so they could arrest them. So at the moment you weren't going to do that, why didn't you just call me and say, Chip, here's your car, come get it?
Right.
Where's my key?
Yeah.
You know, the guy giving us the key. See, we don't have a key to the car, y'all. So the car's got to go to Jaguar
Mm-hmm.
to get a new key.
Program another key.
And it's $290 for the fob, $650 for the program.
Mm.
That's not counting the tow. So we're at $2,200 to $2,500 to get a key that'll drive the car to find out if anything else is wrong with the car. Once we get in, that's just to find out if we can't get physically into the car, people. So that's the car dilemma. But so my old attorney is coming against me, which at times you feel like that anyway. And then the other side of attorney is for me, but he's actually against me.
Right.
And, you know, I didn't stay to talk to the judge because I was just like, she can't, I don't want her to have an opinion on this till it comes up again in front of her. Because her mind was exploding all day yesterday as they helped handing up files. And Canton is getting in trouble for all these places that they want to put, or rather the people that own the apartment complexes are getting in trouble for not having their cameras up and installed so that they can deter murders at the apartment complexes. We got to get those cameras up. That way we can deter murders. But if the murder, and as Lawrence Blackman said that day, he says, you're there, we're telling you who did it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when they took my car, you had the guy in handcuffs and you let him go. Do we have a problem with understanding
what
accusing
their job
somebody?
is?
It make, you know, you open up the door to all kind of accusations to where Lawrence sounds right, and Lawrence is more connected to that community on that side of town than I am.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he makes the comment that they know who they are and they won't arrest them because they're related to people.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was told, well, we can't arrest the 72-year-old man that was part of it. Why? Oh, he's just not all there. If he stole my car, he should have been arrested.
Yeah.
You know, and they're going, Chip, you're getting too emotional and too personal into this. It's my car. Jeez. And y'all just act like it. And it doesn't bother me as much as the fact that someone stole my car.
Mm-hmm.
And the tow man goes, well, if it caught on fire, you know, you would have been in the same situation. I go, no, it wouldn't have, because you wouldn't have towed it and I wouldn't have to go get it.
Yeah.
You have a bill.
Yeah.
And for me to find out more about my car, it's going to cost me $2,400 to find out how wrecked my car is.
Mm-hmm.
Because the car came back. If it had been gone and never came back, I would not have a bill that I owe today.
Right.
And he is on me about moving my car every minute. He goes, you're just piling up charges. I'm going, am I?
So how did Roger's asking, how was the alarm being cut off without a key?
bum, bum, bum. You should get a job as a detective in Canton. And let's talk about the detective in Canton for just a second. I saw the assistant chief in the hall. And I said, look, I've been talking and communicating with the detective in Canton. I got on the radio and said he was a pleasant person, this, that, and the other, and that he had been totally professional in our conversations because, I'm busy. I'm running everywhere. I'm all over the world. But I wanted to talk to him when I went to go and get a copy of the affidavits and everything that I had signed, and he wouldn't come out of the back. And that turned into this little argument, which he says that I was saying a bunch of stuff. Now you go up in this lobby, you talk to a little wooden hole, and he wouldn't come out of the back to talk to me. Then I called the chief, and the chief went to voicemail, but eventually the chief came out and talked to me after I called the alderman and the mayor. He came out and sat, and we sat politely, and we talked about what was occurring. So I see this guy, and I still don't know what he looks like until we're in court. And I asked the assistant chief, where's the detective? He goes, that's the detective right there. He goes, I'm not going to talk to you. You're rude. And then walks off. I said, I just want to know if you got fingerprint. Oh my God, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Do you know how rude you are? Talk to me like I was some kind of white supremacist.
Yeah.
And that he wasn't going to talk to me because I am evil. And I'm just like, no, I'm not evil. I'm on your side. I really am on your side. I want better things for you. I want you to get a raise, but I want you to do your job. Then you can get a raise. But in Canton, you can get a raise even if you don't do your job. Because the mayor said something to us about that. He says, y'all are on the air talking about us raising taxes to give a raise. We gave a raise to the mayor, to the attorney. And then you gave a raise to the clerk. He says, you brought up the clerk. I said, I didn't bring up the clerk. He says, yes, you did. I said, no, I didn't. We have a recording of the show. I'll play it back for you. But I will say this for the clerk. You have your hands full. You deserve every dollar you get. Because if everybody in there is going to be that ignorant, and then this, and look, Tim, I told Tim, I said, the mayor, I better say him by his name, Mayor Taylor. I told him, anytime he wants to come, we're not going to run over him. He can come sit his butt in the chair and talk to us and explain to me why it doesn't look like he said it was going to look in City Hall.
Right.
We got to take a break before you pound off on the rest of this stuff. We'll be right back on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie.
We got to take a break.
Right here worldwide on WYAB.com.
We'll be right back on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie. Right here worldwide.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
CBS News Brief. White House Budget Office has told agencies to come up with mass firing plans in the event of a government shutdown next week. Top Democrats still urging the president to return to the negotiating table. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
Democrats are ready, willing, and able to sit down with anyone at any place at any time to avoid the Republican-caused government shutdown.
Sources tell CBS News federal prosecutors will decide on criminal charges against former FBI Director James Comey before the statute of limitations expires next week. Correspondent Scott McFarlane.
Trump allies have accused Comey of lying to Congress 5 years ago this month when his testimony conflicted with other witnesses.
A rap mogul scheduled to appear at court in New York ahead of next week's sentencing. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
Sean Combs' lawyers will argue today that the sex acts performed by his two former girlfriends were consensual.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Rotor's Plumbing of Pearl, your familiar plumber with the similar name. Locally owned and operated by Chris Rotor, Rotor's Plumbing is no franchise, simply lower prices and better service without the dreaded overpriced upsell. Rotor's is one of the few places you'll find that actually specialize in tankless water heater repair, as well as being your full-service plumber. And most importantly, service after the sale, meaning the techs actually answer your call, with misses averaging callbacks of 10 minutes or less. Rotor's Plumbing at ROEDERS plumbing.com.
Picture owning a piece of land where your dreams can take root and flourish. This is Tom Smith from Tom Smith Land and Homes, Mississippi's premier land and home real estate resource. I want to help you find your own paradise where you can build the home that you've always wanted or just enjoy the great outdoors. Tom Smith Land and Homes can help you secure your own slice of heaven right here in Mississippi. Visit TomSmithLandandHomes.com to invest in you and your family's legacy for today and tomorrow.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's, it's a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic Southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
Tired of the office grind? Ready to take a day and enjoy some time at the course? The Sanderson Farms Championship is back in Jackson. From September 29th to October 5th, come see the world's best professional golfers at Mississippi's only PGA Tour event. Whether you're a golf enthusiast or just looking for a fun day out, this event is for you. Visit SandersonFarmsChampionship.com for more information and to purchase your tickets. Take a day and join us at the Sanderson Farms Championship.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Oh, y'all must really love what we're talking about here on the radio station here on WYAB. Okay, hold on. Let me see this. Okay. Your math sounds a little skewed there, Chip Matthews. $2,400 coming from $500 from a tow, $200 for the fob, $600 for the programming. You're missing the tow to Jackson. You're missing when I picked the car up here. It was $500 to go 2 blocks in Canton. We got to go all the way to Jackson.
It started out more than that. And
yes,
we got a little
did.
help from some friends.
Yeah, they said they let it down. They got it down. They get it down for me.
But that's still excessive. Your tow should only be $125.
Well, and then the 2 lawyers who neither are both on my side technically in the past or that have reversed roles.
Yeah.
You're the victim. You shouldn't be paying anything. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I had some observances yesterday, just sitting there, and I'll talk good when there's good, and I bring up points.
That's what you're here for.
I bring up points when I see things that could be better.
Right.
So sitting there yesterday, and I bet they had 75 people that was on the docket.
Right.
And maybe only 10, 15 were there.
Yeah, especially there were, well, let's look at it this way. There were 10 that were there in jumpsuits, handcuffed and shackled to their feet.
Right. Yep.
There were 10 of those.
Yeah.
And one of them was a murderer.
With a Grand Theft Auto.
And so to tell you the truth about that guy, or rather our judge that was in there, of the great job she's doing, the bond was $1 million for the murder and $100,000 for the car he stole.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. She did a good job.
That's what bonds should be. Jackson, listen up.
Yeah. But all these people were there that, that were on the docket, the ones that showed up, and they had
new charges
and thousands of old charges that they had not paid.
Right.
So if the city would collect this money from these people, that would go a long way in fixing some small issues like the clock on the wall.
Okay, the clock doesn't work. They have a digital clock over there in the middle of where they have the pictures of all the mayors, and they got a clock that separates everything. I go, And they just redid the room. So they should have moved the clock to where the pictures could flow.
Yeah.
But no, they put it there.
Yeah.
don't
But
never,
anyway, the clock needs to work.
Never try to understand Democrats and their design features.
Well, I'm just pointing out some things. You got to start with the small stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to get rid of crime, you have to start with the small stuff. And the smallest thing of a clock not working is important.
And grumpy old man, by the way, you need to add tax to that too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the one they said, if you pay cash, we'll pay cash.
Yeah.
We'll get it down. But anyway, so that's what's going on in Canton. But you have a whole docket of all kind of crimes. And then of course we have the lights they're putting, the cameras there. Everybody's of the opinion in the Democratic world, if you put up a camera, you'll stop crime. No, they'll just stop and smile and wave.
Yeah.
And then shoot you.
Yeah.
But that's what they're trying to do there. And then there was one lady there, and it was funny to me that because she had dumpsters, garbage dumpsters, and by code, there has to be an enclosure around it.
Mm-hmm.
And the code says 3 sides.
Right.
And the new guy that they brought in that department, which I'd never seen before, into the inspection and code enforcement guy, it's a short guy. He wasn't the one with all the hair. He says, well, it needs doors on it. And the judge kept going, well, it doesn't say that in the law.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, no, it needs to have doors on it. The 3 sides you don't understand. The 3 sides is what he's talking about. It's got to build 3 sides.
Yeah.
But you got to put doors on it. No, you don't. Not if the law,
as it's written, you don't have to.
So she went by how it's written. But the reality is, whenever they put doors on those things, they always get knocked over. Because the guy coming to dump the garbage does not take the care to open those doors properly or close them. And then while he's dumping the garbage and dumping the big dumpsters, the doors start to close. They get caught on the hinge. They pull them off the thing. Then they leave and don't fix it.
Yeah.
So be careful what you ask for, because Canton, that was the other companies that did that.
Mm-hmm.
You are now the garbage man in Canton. So when you pull in, if your guy can't just pick up those dumpsters and dump them and leave, you've got a dilemma. A lot of you have never been in business before, real business, real commercial business.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to understand that to be business friendly, you can say all this stuff you would like to see and blah, 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 in the land of the free and the home of the brave. But when you're in a town that's financially strapped and you're in a town opening up a business that is not going to just be slam packed right off the bat because you don't have the people. So you have to advertise to get them to come from other places.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to Two Rivers, Canton? No. The citizens, a few of them have been, but the rest of them come from somewhere else because they ain't got the money to go in there.
Right.
I mean, just be honest with you. And it's a great restaurant. Johnny Stewart has done a great job. He and what's her name? What's his daughter's name? Oh, geez. Cheyenne. There you go. They do a great job.
And their wait staff is phenomenal too.
Phenomenal. And then
they raise my boys.
There you go. And then they get along with then when they're doing their thing, they're involved in community service. They have another business on the square. Cheyenne lives upstairs on the square. I mean, that's community involvement. The Stewart family's always been involved with Canton.
Right.
And commercially in business. Mm-hmm. So that's the way the world works. And you want a bunch of people like that in Canton to make it great.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bunch of people complaining that they hadn't got a check this month and that they can't pay their fine this month while they come in with the hair done and the nails done and all the cars. I didn't see any wrecked cars outside. I saw cars that were all better than my stolen car.
There was one girl that was arrested for shoplifting, and she did not even care.
Mm-mm.
She did not have a care in the world about what she had done.
They told her, she had a bunch of old fines. And said, just add them on, just add them on. My question is, the concept is, if you're going to be a criminal and you can't pay the money to get out of jail, then you should stay in jail.
That's right.
And the city of Canton, you could be clean in a week.
Yeah.
because you could take them all out to
Yeah.
work, but they probably think that's racist to put people out there to work.
Well, as long as they don't make these people pay their back fines and stuff, crime's never going to go away. There's no consequences. They just get a slap, but put them to work.
But I
Have 'em
look at
clean
it.
the
I look at it
ditches.
this way: if you come to town and you're going to be a criminal, go get your line of credit at the courthouse first,
Mm.
where you'll know how many crimes you can commit before you have to pay.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what it looks like. It looks
Right.
like you got this ledger of all this money on the book, and then there was all the people they called out that did not show up for
That's
court
right.
at all.
That's right.
And they'll come in next time and they'll have to deal with contempt of court first,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll be rescheduled for another court date for their actual crime. That's usually how that works.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just guessing. You don't.
Once you get in that judicial system, it's hard to get out of. It's
Yeah.
like a washing machine. You just go round and round and round.
Well, washing machine, you can at least come out clean.
No, they don't come out clean there.
And then, Mayor, I told you can come on this radio station and talk and explain yourself, and we're tell the truth here. But on your campaign, you said we're going to make City Hall look like Canton. Well, sir, I'm going to say you've accomplished that.
Mm-hmm.
The place needs cleaning up. You've got people walking around there in all kind of clothes, all kind of hair, and I don't know if it's a culture or what, but you need to look at it from the standpoint of a professionalism look.
Right.
You don't have it. It is not existing. Even all the staff that at one time they gave them all these shirts that have
Mhm.
Canton, City of Canton on.
Yeah.
Some wear them, some don't.
Right. Yeah.
We got to do better.
Yep.
Okay. Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the state legislature.
Okay.
How y'all doing?
Yippee.
How y'all doing? You have not been left out today. We're having a fun time this morning on the Chip Matthews Show, heard worldwide, right here on WYAB.
You have not been left out today. We're having a fun time this morning on the Chip Matthews Show, heard worldwide, right here on WYAB.
You so lied.
And wonderful, and talented, and beautiful.
John McKenzie.
Okay, I lied.
Yes,
You
we'll be
so
right
lied.
back. Oh, yeah. Hello, Jenny. You got to say hello to
John
Jenny.
McKenzie.
Okay, we're out of here.
Yes, we'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Hello, Jenny. You got to say hello.
1039 WYAB.
Even with interest rates higher than recent norms, real estate values are still holding strong in Mississippi. We caught up again with one of Mississippi's top real estate agents, Shane Saxton, to explain his recent activity in the market.
In the last year or so, it's been the best of my career. Interest rates have been high, but the real estate market is here to stay. Land values especially are continuing to rise. Home values are holding. If you need help with anything real estate, just give me a call.
Find Shane Saxton on Facebook or give him a call at 601-540-5040. Hopper Property, 601-74-1435.
My name is Terry Parkinson. I'm with the Madison County Co-op in Canton. We're about a block southeast of the square. It's the deer time of year. We've got food plot seed from BWI, J&J Bagging, Bookbusters out of Louisiana, and Kelly Seed out of Alabama. We've got all the attractants, ryegrass. We got clovers. We sell a lot of sportsman condos, the game cams, just about anything you're going to want. Madison County Co-op in Canton is low or lower than most of our competitors.
Men, let's talk about low testosterone. Do you suffer from any of these symptoms? Low sex drive, ED. Are you always tired, depressed? You have loss of muscle mass? You're obese? Maybe you have loss of focus and drive? Then you, my friends, may suffer from low testosterone. Let my buddies over at Men's Health in Mississippi, located right there in Madison, check your numbers today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. Check them out online at menshealthms.com. That's menshealthms.com. Men's Health Mississippi.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best. Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
I would buy her the moon if I could, but I've got to stick to my budget. John and Corey, how can I afford the diamond she really wants?
You know, I think you'll be genuinely surprised by how much diamond you can afford at Juniker Jewelry Company.
Because here you will find 10 times the diamonds and engagement rings of average jewelry stores.
And the true diamond experts to help you put it all together.
The diamond engagement ring of her dreams is right here, right now at Juniker Jewelry Company.
And with multiple financing options and good credit, it can be remarkably affordable.
We even have diamond engagement rings complete with your choice of center diamonds, starting at under $2,000. So, what are you waiting for?
Go ahead. Give her the moon.
We make it easy at Juniker Jewelry Company, Mississippi's direct diamond importer.
Juniker Jewelry Company, Mississippi's direct diamond importer. From anywhere in Mississippi, we're at 1485 Highland Colony Parkway, just south of 463 in Madison, and online at junikerjewelry.com. Juniker Jewelry, because love can't wait.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It's the most important part of your morning duty. You're listening to the Chip Matthews Show right here on WYNB.
Mm-hmm.
You like that? You like that?
That's sounding kind of like A&P Groceries or something, or yeah.
6:50 in the morning for all y'all, because we're running just a little bit ahead. We'll have a little bit more time to talk about the state legislature and their ongoings.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all, you do realize, and I'm going to say this one more time, and somebody texted me. They said if Tim doesn't have the Mayor Tim Scott
Taylor
does not have the finesse to go on there and talk to you. Y'all understand, I will be respectful of anybody that comes in the chair, even when Benny Thompson finally accepts my offer to come.
Uh-huh.
I want you to know that.
We're good people. We're nice people.
Hey, he and I were going at it online yesterday too.
Yeah.
And we were going good. And I didn't realize that there's a Benny Thompson page that is not the congressman page. It is his personal page.
Oh,
I was on it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have invited me. Somebody invited me where you can keep up with me. But anyway, y'all saw the news, the energy they're putting in the super power grid. We're replacing all the poles. They said you will be down 50% of the time. And your power will only go out 50% of the time that it has gone out in the past with the new super power grid.
But the kicker was they said no extra cost to the customers.
And they are coming out of their pockets $1 billion. $1 billion with a B. And then there's and then I saw where there was another plant. I forgot about this plant. There's another $10 billion plant that's going in Meridian at the corner of the 59 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
There's another $1 billion plant going in there.
Goodness.
And then when you look at the way this grid goes, it starts at the Tim Tom, goes to Memphis, comes down 55. Of course, it skirts around Benny Thompson's district, because the ones that it should be in Benny Thompson's district, they've jumped the creek and they're over there on the creek being the Mississippi River. And there's one in Arkansas. Then you come down, and then there's the one that's the size of Manhattan, Meta Universe, where I guess Zuckerberg's going to become a Louisianan.
Yeah.
And he's got one that's the size of Manhattan going in right there when you cross the river to the left.
In
Vicksburg. You'll go across the river.
Delhi,
and then go to the left.
Yeah.
And then of course, we have the one that's in, they go, well, Chip, Benny Thompson district is up there in Canton where they're putting it. I go, but they got reins on that one. They got reins on that. That's as close as they're going to go, you know. And if I sneeze, y'all, that's just what I do. And then you'll come on down, you'll hit the one that's in Ridgeland, which is not Benny Thompson's district. Well, yeah, that one's not in Benny Thompson's district, the one in Ridgeland.
Okay.
That's part of the Amazon. And then you'll go to the one in Brandon or Rankin County.
Mhm.
Then you go to then there it goes out to Meridian. Then there's another one, I think, down south. They go all the way down south, and then they turn right and go all the way to Houston, Texas.
Mm.
And I'm just going, geez, that's going to be a lot of power.
Yeah.
And these people are saying we build in Houston, Texas because we get a lot of cheap power. You get a lot of hurricanes there.
You
And so
certainly do.
when they look at the map, they go, from Jackson, Mississippi up,
Mhm.
that's pretty safe area.
Mhm.
You go over to Louisiana and go up, Monroe up, you can start getting into where snow falls and all that, out of Dallas and all that. And then you got all those tornadoes that come out of we get tornadoes, but we don't get what they get in the Midwest.
Right.
So they're not there doing this.
Mm-mm.
We're the land of it.
Yep.
And more billion-dollar projects have been said about it here. And they have to be built with our bucks. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's all I see. I mean, we're talking about and it's 5-year plan is what the superpower plan, superpower grid.
5 years, huh?
Which, if you think about when they asked for the raise and all of that for that, and they left it open ended, but the original deal was 5 years.
Mhm.
So, yeah, somebody ain't telling us the truth. And tomorrow we're going to talk about my utility bill in Canton, CMU bill, y'all. We got our bill and we paid it.
Yep.
We got another bill
Mhm.
and it got paid. We
Mhm.
got another bill and it got paid. They're all three for the same month. Each one is different. I'm going to get answers for that before I get on the air with that. But y'all, I've got 3 bills in my possession that answers the question that I've said for years, that they bill you for 13 months every year.
Mhm.
You get billed for 80 days a year rather than 365.
Hmm.
Okay.
And that's something.
And it was a higher rate too.
Yeah.
One was one rate, 2 were the same rate, and 1 was a higher rate
So you got all these 3 bills in the same month?
in the same month, all dated the same.
Hmm.
We carried it to CMU and jewelry wasn't in. That's the person they tell you have to talk to.
Mhm.
And so
She's a sweet lady.
So yes, she is. She's a great lady, and they have put entirely too much on her back
Absolutely.
to have to talk to everybody that is upset.
Yeah.
But they went to the counter and they said, "Can't you tell this bill's different from that bill?" Yes. Well, this is your other bill. Yes, but it's dated the same. It also has the same usage, but it has a different total at the bottom.
Mhm.
And then this one here, she goes, "Well, that's dated different, but that's your current bill." I go, "But we paid all our bills on time.
Mhm.
We pay them on the utility bill, pay it immediately because you just don't want to deal with those people."
Mhm.
And then suddenly somebody realized that we were getting paid, that we paid 3 of them. And I said, "See that, you need to stay engaged when you're paying. Just because you see the bill don't mean you need to pay it."
That's exactly right.
I always telling people that in the business. I said, when the bill comes in, sometimes you got to review it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go do some reviewing in Canton, CMU. Here I come. And they have an officer there, so he likes me.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He's escorted me out several times.
Uh-oh. Well,
He
that's not nice.
escorted me one time because I was Tim before he was a mayor. I think it was even before he was alderman. We were in there yelling one time.
Yeah.
And they followed me down to my restaurant and wanted to arrest me. So
that's something.
Okay, but anyway, that's going on. And Jason White is talking about the sports bill.
Mhm.
We'll talk. I guess we'll go deeper in that tomorrow. But being that it is football season, and they got a great package when they went to the Super Bowl last year.
Right.
They might hold out on this one until the
football season's over.
Yeah, if Ole Miss is going to go to a national championship playoff, those tickets are high.
Yeah.
So they'll
Yeah.
just. Excuse me, can I get some of those? we can get that bill passed.
Yeah. Yeah. They play mind games with
We
y'all.
might have to make it a special session where we get the whole season in.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
they meet 60 days and then they go home and come back and do the bill and do what they were supposed to do the first time.
Yep. Well, we have Rattler Ferry Trading Post tonight. We have catfish.
It's shrimp night.
It's catfish night.
Okay, catfish night.
And we have Rachel Phelps and Nick Bernard playing tonight. And then tomorrow night at Rattler Ferry Trading Post is steak night. We have some of the best steak in Madison County. And we have a new band coming in. They've never played here before, called South Wind Band. And they look like some younger people.
Billy Hudson's checking in, and he says, you might want to wear your bulletproof vest when you go down to talk to them. I said, I just might, Billy. Oh, yeah. Everybody listening in this morning. And it's going to be another great day. And then the hour is over. And I saw where Clay yesterday was up to 250,000 people watching his show.
Nice.
And,
Good for him.
and looking at going national.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go national, and I already am.
We're worldwide.
On the .com.
Yeah.
But we got to get bigger. We're out of here. See y'all.
Bye.